Hey everyone, it's Troy Lowe here. So one of the biggest questions I get regarding the Healy is what's the difference between the four different packages? There's quite a bit of a price difference between the four packages, so I'm going to run through what you get with each particular package so that you can make a more educated decision on which package best suits you. Now, I'm going to include some snippets from the Healy brochure that will run through the descriptions of each of the programs. Now, I'm not going to run through those in the video. What I will do is pause on those for a few seconds to allow you to pause your video if you want to, and that will allow you to read what those descriptions are. Otherwise, this video is going to be, like well over an hour, and I know everyone doesn't have time for that, so I'll try and keep it somewhere around the 20 minutes. And if you need to read a description, you can simply pause the video and read that description. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, I will include some links where you can download the PDF brochure and some other documents. If you're watching this in Facebook, my Facebook group Frequencies for Wellbeing has those downloads available in there. You can follow us on Healy Wearable on our Facebook page, and of course you can go to our website, which again has the downloads available, healywearable.com. Let me go to a share screen and we'll get stuck into it. Alrighty, let's get into this. So, what's included when you purchase the Healy wearable? There's the package called Healy Gold. We get the Holistic Health, the Holistic Health Plus, and the Healy Resonance. So we've got 4 different program packages, or Healy packages, and they have different programs within them. Now, everything that's in the Gold is in the Holistic Health plus some extras. Everything in the Holistic Health is in the Holistic Health plus extras. And everything that's in the Holistic Health Plus is in the Healy Resonance, plus you get access to some other tools, some really, really cool tools. So let's delve in and have another look. Now, upgrades. Whenever you do purchase a particular package, you can upgrade to the next package at any time you like, so you're not locked into that package, and you can purchase other programs independently should you wish to. Now, all the 4 packages have exactly the same hardware. So you get your Healy wearable device, which is a clip-on device that you can clip onto your shirt or put in your pocket or wear on a lanyard. You get the electrode cables. There's two of those for the wrists. You get the electrode cables for your ears, so ear clips. They're generally for programs running around the brain. You get those straps. You get 2 straps, one for the left and one for the right hand. You need to have one on each hand for it to actually work. You've got to have 2 on at all time. You can use the sticky pads for local treatments, so if you want to treat a specific injury in a specific area of the body. You get some extra felt pads for the ear clips, and you get a charger cable. Now, if you happen to lose your Healy wearable device or any of the parts, you can actually order them separately. So you can order a new Healy wearable for around €300. So when you purchase, say, a package, say the Healy Resonance, you're paying a lot more than €300, but you're paying for the programs and the technology in the applications and the AI and the algorithms. Like, you're paying for the software. The hardware is only a small aspect of the cost. The difference between the Gold and the Resonance is the amount of software that you're getting, the amount of programs that you're getting. The value is in the programs. So it doesn't matter which one you get the same hardware across all 4 packages. So what's in the Healy Gold? Everything in the Healy Gold is in every package above it. So, as I mentioned earlier, I've included some snippets from the Healy manual. You can access those through some download links, either in the Facebook groups or on the YouTube channel or on the website. So the Healy Gold has the 7 Healy Gold frequencies. Now, the Healy Gold is like it's the general purpose program. So these programs, anyone and everyone will benefit from them. If you could only have 7 programs from your Healy device, they recommend that these would be the 7 that you would have, because they're very broad spectrum programs that help you with general well-being. So there's some descriptions of each programs. Now feel free to pause the video so that you can read through those if you like. Pure, care, balance, being, energy, relax, and release. So these are the deep cycle programs. They don't recommend that you use these right at the beginning, so they don't actually send you these programs for a little while after you've received your Healy wearable. Generally a couple of weeks afterwards, they'll get added to your programs list. But they're more of a detox type program. Within this program group, you'll get your first, second, and third application. You'll get Breath of Life, Clean All, Digest All, Go to the Roots, Free Flow, Renewal. There's Kidneys for male and female, and you've got Pure Calm. These are the descriptions. I'll just go through these slowly. Again, just pause them as you want to read them. And now we've got a brand new program called Bioenergetic Boost in the program group Bioenergetic Support. Now, they've brought this out due to our current crisis. It's a very specific immune boosting program. So although it has been specifically designed for the problems that we're going through right now, it is a general immune boosting program. We have other immune boosting programs there. This one just has some extra bits in it that sort of are more relevant to the particular crisis that we're going through. Another valuable program, I run this pretty much every day at the moment on every family member. And then the last but not least, we have the therapist programs. When you first purchase your Healy, you won't have any programs in this particular group. If you go and see a Healy practitioner, then and you have a specific complaint or a specific issue, the therapist can customize a program for you. So they will do their own tests and work out what you need specifically, and then they upload it to your Healy device via the cloud. If you're after a specific program that's already been created that is general purpose to anyone, or if the therapist can customize that program for you over the phone, then you can talk to a Healy therapist anywhere in the world, and they simply upload it to your device via the cloud. It's a very, very cool feature, and something that will probably get used further on down the track. And you can always purchase additional programs. So if you purchase the Healy Gold, but there was a program group in one of the other packages, you can certainly purchase that particular program group separately from the back office on the Healy website, and there'll be further purchases that can be made down the track as they introduce more program groups down the track. For example, there's some really, really cool ones coming up soon. I was going to mention them, but I can't, so I won't. But yeah, there's some really exciting stuff coming in the near future, especially in later in 2020 and certainly 2021. So now we move on to the Healy Holistic Health. Now, like I mentioned, all the Healy Gold Cycle packages, all the ones we just mentioned are in this, plus we get a few extras, basically half of the standard range. So we get Pain and Psyche. So in Pain and Psyche we have chronic pain, chronic back pain, tooth, jaw local, joints local, migraine, insomnia, depression and anxiety. Some very, very powerful programs in that group of programs, so this is a really, really good program group to have. Very basic description there. Then we have Bioenergetic Balance 1, and in this one we have an immune system, cold, allergies, eyes, hormones, intestine, nerves, flexibility, circulatory system, potency, menopause and menstruation local. Another really, really, really good program group to have. I'm running many of these often, so I often run the immune system, and anytime there's a runny nose in the house, we pull out the cold one. I guess a lot of people suffer for some form of allergies, so I do use the allergy one. I'm allergic to some seeds and some pollens, and I seem to be allergic to our new dog, so I've been running that one. The eyes, I'm trying to run those more because my eyes are starting to fail me, so I'm hoping to spend a bit more time on my eyes in the near future. Nerves, flexibility, circulatory system, are ones that I've used in the past as well. Again, a pretty basic description there, but I'll let you read them. Then we have bioenergetic balance 2, which has gastrointestinal infections, tonsils, liver function, intolerances, toxins, head, prostate, lung function, thyroid gland, joints, bones, sciatica, local. Now, I haven't used too many of these, so I can't really talk too much on those. I mean, I've only had my device for a few months and there's so many programs to choose from. It's just these ones have been lower on my list of priority. There's your basic descriptions again. You can read through those. Then we have mental balance. In mental balance, we have inner strength system, emotional well-being, feel-good system, contentment acute, inner unity, well-being soul, mental balance acute. I have used a couple of these in sort of more stressful times at work. Inner strength system I've used on a few occasions, emotional well-being. The feel-good one I've used a bit, and I actually really do like that one. It does seem, I don't know, you just feel a bit better after using it. So yeah, really cool. Meridians 1. Inside Meridians 1 we have allergy meridian, connective tissue meridian, bladder, large intestine, small intestine, fatty digestion, gallbladder, joints, skin and heart. Again, I have been using a few of these ones. I got some good advice from an energy healer just recently saying that we should all use the kidney meridian on one day, followed by the bladder meridian on the second day, and then on the third day run the skin meridian. It's a great energy boosting way it's just a great way to build energy apparently, and I did do that, and I must say I did feel a lot better for it. So yeah, really cool. There's your basic descriptions. Meridians 2, we have the hormonal balance, circulation, liver, lungs, lymphatic system, stomach, spleen, pancreas, nerve meridian, kidney, organ meridian. Again, there's so much value in these. It's amazing. Like this is really good stuff. There's your basic descriptions. Now, in the holistic health, in the job sleep programs, program group, you only get the sleep. So the job gets added when you get upgraded to the Holistic Health Plus. So forget about the job programs, we're only getting the sleep programs here, which includes sleep system, bed rest, balance sleep, and fine flow. And I've got to tell you, I would buy the Healy over a second time over and do it just for this program group. Some of the biggest value I've got from this device is with my sleep, because I've always had problems with my sleep, and it's been absolutely amazing. I couldn't tell you how much better I feel using these particular programs. In fact, I'm sort of trying to wean myself off it, because I've got into the habit of using it every single night, because every time I go to bed I'm like, oh, I need to have a good night's sleep, because I get up ridiculously early and go to bed ridiculously late. So I just find it absolutely amazing. Beauty and skin's a bit like the job sleep one. In the holistic health, you only get the skin ones, you don't get the beauty ones. So in this one, you get support wounds system, you get support wounds local, acne system, scars system, and scars local. I haven't played around with this one much at all. In fact, I don't think I have used any of these, so I just haven't got around to using it. I do have some scarring and stuff, but I think it's more for injury, so it's about preventing scarring or breaking down the scarring before it becomes permanent. If you are familiar with healing, the last thing you need is to get scarring while you're healing. So if you've got an injury or you've had surgery, you'd want to be running the scar system to break that scar tissue down as it's forming, and encourage full repair of that area. There's a basic description. Then we get the learning programs. In the learning programs, we get learning system, learning acute, memory, concentration system, concentration acute, exam system, exam acute, stress system, and stress acute. I haven't used many of these. I did use the concentration system a couple of times when I needed to concentrate on some work that I was doing. I have used the stress systems, the stress system and stress acute when I've been a little bit stressed, and I must say it definitely felt better for it. Obviously when you run your own business, you can have be faced with a lot of stress at times, and it's nice to be able to get that knot out of your stomach and just sort of relax when you are stressed, because it's very, very hard to relax when you're stressed. Stress is one of the biggest killers for your immune system. Stress and lack of quality sleep are two of your major issues with your immune system. There is a basic description for those programs. Okay, so that's everything included in the Holistic Health. Now we'll move on to the Holistic Health Plus. Again, everything that we've listed so far is in this program group, plus some extra ones. So we get the fitness group. In this one we have weight, muscle, circulation, performance, strength, stamina, regeneration, and deep relaxation. And there's a short description on each of those. We get the job sleep program, but this time we get the job programs as well. So these are the sleep programs I already mentioned earlier: sleep system, bed rest, balance sleep, fine flow. And then we get the job programs, which is activation, positive thoughts, balance nerves, fatigue, exhaustion system, exhaustion acute, extreme stress. I have used the extreme stress and I have used the exhaustion system before. I have used the balance nerves, and the positive thoughts it's crazy. I mean, I've used it a few times too, and if you wake up one day and you just feel like you're a negative Nancy, you're just in one of those moods, this positive thoughts program can snap you out of it, which is really, really cool. There's the description of those. Beauty skin program. So like I mentioned earlier, you've got the skin programs: support wound system, support wounds local, acne scars and scars local. But then you get the beauty programs, which are here. You get inner beauty, hair, skin, aging, nails, skin elasticity. Skin elasticity, I haven't really used that one, or I've used the skin one a couple of times. I've used the hair one a couple of times, but I think I'm beyond the repair via frequencies, but I will try that one again later. There's your descriptions. Now, you get the chakra group of programs. This is quite interesting. I didn't know a great deal about chakras before I got the Healy. So my education journey with regards to chakras and auras came with purchasing the Healy, and I've got to say it's blown me away. Learning all about this stuff. I'm not going to give you an education on chakras here, but there's a bit of information there. So we do get a program for each of the 7 chakras. So we've got the crown chakra, third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus chakra, sacral chakra, and the root chakra. There's some descriptions there. Really great for balancing out a chakra if you've got a chakra that's low. Without the resonance or the analyze function, which we'll talk about in a second, you would need to be able to identify for yourself if one of your chakras needed balancing or needed some support, which, if you're not familiar with chakras, you won't know. You might be able to speak to an energy healer who might be able to help work on a particular chakra, and then this would complement that. Although if you do have the Healy resonance and you can do an analysis of your chakras, then this is where this becomes a really powerful program group. We have protection programs: general protection, electro smog, cell, mental, sleeping, geopathy, subtle, and planet. So really good at protecting you against electromagnetic frequencies or electro smog, EMFs, it will help with 5G, but I have heard that they're bringing out a specific program for 5G. I'm hoping it will go into this list and not be an independent one we have to purchase separately. But everything that uses electricity is or has some sort of EMF coming off it. Our houses are wrapped in copper and got all sorts of devices running around in there, so it's a great protection program to help protect against that and to help undo some of the damage. Alright, so that's all the programs for those 3 packages. Now you get all those programs with the Healy Resonance. You don't get any additional programs with the Healy Resonance, but what you do is unlock the ability to download or use the Analyze app, which is a very powerful tool. This allows the Healy wearable device to analyze your bioenergetic field or your information field and make recommendations based on what it has come up with. And it's amazingly accurate. It just never ceases to amaze me. I'll give you a really quick story that something that I experienced with it. So I was lifting some heavy stuff at work only about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I pulled something in my neck. I hurt something. It was actually the day we were going to the chiropractor anyway, because we go for regular adjustments at the chiropractor. So I thought, I'll go to the chiropractor and we'll get, hopefully he'll manipulate it and I'll be fine. But in fact, I actually came out a little bit sorer, and who knows? I don't think the chiropractor made it worse. I just think just the manipulation of it just didn't help at the time. So I thought, sweet, I've got my Healy. I'll run a pain program out of the Pain Psyche group, and I'll be sorted, because the Healy is one of the main things that it's used for is for dealing with pain. Anyway, I ran a program and it did diddly squat, nothing. It did not help me one little bit, and I'm like, God, what's going on here? So I ran one of the other pain programs, and again, nothing happened. I ran a resonance scan or an analysis, and what it came up with was that I needed to run the migraine program, and I'm just like, what's going on with this thing? I've never had a migraine in my life. So I actually ignored it, and the next day I ran the pain programs again out of the Pain Psyche one, and they did nothing again. And on the 3rd day, I ran the pain cycles again, and still nothing. And it wasn't getting any better. It wasn't getting any worse. And then I ran another resonance scan, and be buggered, it actually said to run the migraine program again. And then I thought, shit, maybe I should just listen to it. I'll run the migraine program. So I hooked it up, and I started to run the migraine program. And as I was explaining to my wife Leah on the couch while I was just starting the program, I was explaining to her how over the past 3 days I've been running these other programs and had done nothing, and how disappointed I was. And by the time I had told her the story, about 5 or 6 minutes had passed, and then she saw the look on my face because the penny had just dropped. In that 6 minutes, the pain had just disappeared. Well, not completely. It had reduced to about 20%, and that happened in 6 minutes on this on this migraine setting, and I was absolutely blown away. So I finished the program. I ran it again an hour later, and it reduced the pain completely. Maybe 1 or 2% there, just a slight niggling. I knew that there was something there, but it was all the pain was gone. Next day, it reoccurred at around 20%, and then I ran the program again, and then it was completely gone, and it never came back. And so obviously the resonance, when it read my information field, it knew that I needed certain frequencies in that migraine program. It doesn't understand what name we've given the programs. It just knows what frequencies in there. So it might recommend something weird, but it's recommending it because it knows what frequencies are in that program. And it's just amazing. It blew me away. So that's where you get the value out of the Healy Resonance. You're paying quite a bit more for this particular package, but you're getting some really clever tools in there. The Healy Resonance uses artificial intelligence and a self-learning algorithm that the device reads your bioenergetic field using the quantum sensor, and then the AI and the algorithm analyzes it and spits out a recommendation. And it doesn't spit out just one recommendation. It actually will recommend, I think, five recommends, and it lists them in percentage of resonance. And generally, you start with the one that has the highest resonance, and you can work. If that doesn't work or it doesn't completely sort it, then you can go to the next one, and basically work towards healing that issue that you've got. So very, very cool. And that's it. So if you've got any more questions, I'm happy to jump on a call with anyone. There's always a link to find a way of getting in contact with me, whether social media is obviously the best way, or email, healywearable@gmail.com. But yeah, any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and hope to see you sometime in the near future. Bye for now.